Number strips, obviously. Also, your math workshop. Sorry, I've been out. Still not feeling great. It'll be okay. Let's see here. You just can't medicate much when you're in the way or whatever. Oh yeah. Okay, so let's go back over. Let's start with yesterday's math workshop. We'll discuss specifics about sub and how you felt and all that jazz, because I've gotten different vibes from first and now you. I mean, first and second now you. See, each class is different.
He didn't even play the video.
Yeah, I heard.
And the weirdest thing was, though, like, he was like, she's doing it this way, well, I'm going to teach y'all this way. It's easier.
Okay, well,
I like the way he did it. They do effort.
Yeah, that's what I heard, and that he actually wanted to do math. So, I mean, I know math. It is what it is.
I mean, it was better than doing
Yes. Again, we'll discuss this later. Right now, we're bad mouthing people on YouTube, so we're going to chill out on that. We're going to go straight to this. I want to go back over number 5.
He didn't even say
I understand he didn't do a math workshop at all yesterday. Okay, that's perfect. Then we can just, I would flip to the back. Oh, not a mushroom. I would maybe at the top of my notes is where I'm going to put it in. Now, while I appreciate his effort and all that jazz, I really do. He's not me, so he doesn't know some of the things I know. For instance, I'm going to tell you, put a star by number 5. Because if I was a betting woman, well, I don't make the next math workshop test. I bet there is a problem similar to this on the next math workshop test. So I would make a note of that to myself. This is going to make the next math workshop test.
He's not explaining it, I just didn't understand.
It's going to be fine. Okay, so in order to understand this problem or problems similar, the first thing we should do is, do we recognize our perfect cubes? We took a quiz on perfect cubes, so we're supposed to recognize them. So do we recognize them? So yes, 3 is the point. We're supposed to recognize that 2 to the third is 8. So I'm going to write a 2 and an X right here. I'll come back to those in a second. So first things first, do you recognize your perfect cubes? You already took a test on it. After that, there's a little acronym you can learn to help you keep track of signs. Can you tell you the acronym? 2 and 4 get a point. It's called SOAP. It stands for same sign, opposite sign, always positive. I'm going to write it down again today anyway. Same sign, opposite sign, and then always positive. Okay, so let's explain what's going on and why we need SOAP. You would think, and you can write this down if you want, you don't have to. You would think, for instance, we did number 5 last Friday, and it was the difference of perfect squares. And you would think with the difference of perfect cubes, it would kind of look like, so our problem is x to the third minus 8. You would want to guess it's an x and a 2, maybe a negative, and then the rest of them are positive. I mean, considering what we did on the other number 5, considering what we did on the other number 5 with the difference of perfect squares, you would think the difference of perfect cubes is going to be the same thing. 3 terms, because it's a cube, and then an x and a 2, and then because we have a negative 8, one of them's negative, the rest of them are positive. That's what you would have guessed in your head. That's what I wanted to guess in my head. And that's actually incorrect. If you end up foiling and factoring this all out, you don't get x cubed minus 8. It's very disappointing.
Isn't it just x squared plus 4 and x minus 4? That's what he told us.
No, that's not what we're going to do.
Well,
Okay, so that doesn't actually work, although I get in my head, well, I want that to work. When I actually foil it all out, it doesn't work. There's actually a pattern for difference of cubes. And yes, we have to know it, and we're going to go require a few so you get it. Instead of being 1... Yes, Travis. Instead of being 1, 2, 3 binomials, meaning 2, 2, and 2, it's going to be a binomial, which has 2 things, and a trinomial, which has 3 things. So we're looking for 2 things and then 3 more things. But yes, Travis is already on when I'm on next. Same sign, opposite sign, always positive. So we look at our sign. In our problem, we have a minus sign. So same sign would be a negative. Opposite sign is going to be opposite of negative is positive. And then always positive. Are there any questions about the pink signs? First things first, you gotta get the signs. Same sign, opposite sign, always positive. After that, it ends up being pretty easy as long as, again, you recognize your perfect cubes. You realize x to the third is x to the third. 2 to the third is 8. So we're literally going to plug in the x and the 2. Are there any questions about the black? And then in my other color pink, we're actually going to do, this is the part that people have trouble with, is the trinomial. We end up doing x squared. And we also do on the end 2 squared, but I know 2 squared is 4, so I'm going to put in a 4. And then in the middle, I'm going to do x times 2, which is 2x. So let me explain that again. The hardest part is the trinomial. I do x squared, 2 squared, which is 4, and then 2 times x, and I get 2x. Okay, are there any questions about the pink? So if we work another one very similar to this, Travis, not you. If we work one very similar to this, let's say x cubed minus 27. Who said it? Yes, 4. It was not you. So it's going to be x and 3. Reading is right. That's why you get the point. So I've got my binomial and my trinomial. I have a negative sign, so same sign, opposite sign, always positive. Are there any questions about the signs? And then Braden didn't meet here, but he's already helping us fill in the rest. X and a 3. X squared. 3 squared is 9. X times 3, 3x. 1 your minute. Are there any questions on this one? Okay, well, let's do 2 more. I'm going to need your help with this one. Except Travis. Let's do x to the x cubed. And then let's do minus 243. Anyone want to tell me what cube is 243? You took a quiz on me. You took a quiz on me. 3 gets the point. It's 7. 343?
No, it's 342.
I thought it was 343. Is it 343? Somebody tapping in your calculator. 343? God bless y'all. No wonder you were confused. Every group except one because they've been chatting. Can I have a point? Bless you. Woo. Okay. Bless you. Same sign. Opposite sign. Always positive. Thank goodness. So, yes, I meant for it to be 7. Clearly, Miss Hoffman needs to go back to bed today. X and 7. Whew. Can you help me fill in the bottom? X minus 7, then what? Then what? And then what? Okay. So let's see. That's a point for 1. That's 2 points. No. 3 points for 4 and a point for 6. Okay, last one, we're going to swap it up a bit, and you'll have to tell me how I've swapped it. I'm going to pick a low one, since I know my low one. This is sad, Miss Thompson, brushed up on you kids. Okay, I'm going to pick a low one. I know my low ones. You're wrong. Yes, 2 gets the point. It's 4, because 4, I wrote 3. I'm telling you. 4 cubed is 64. How have I changed this one up? It's a plus, so help me with my signs at the bottom. And then? Okay, every group has a point. Okay, so I know this is X, and this is 4. Anyone besides Braden and Travis, can you help me fill in the entirety, like the rest of it? X squared. And then plus what? 2 and 3 to 1. Now, if you've been, I don't know, chatting during this time, you're SOL. Because seriously, if you caught this pattern, then you're good to go, and it's going to be the same thing forever, and you need to know this. If not, it's going to make the next math workshop test for sure. If not the next test, I can totally see it happening on both. Okay, moving along from this, that reminds me, on Monday, yesterday said, while he made no math, he did not leave me notes, so I'm going to assume you were good and give you all 5s.
We were good. I don't think we really even said a word.
Okay.
So
Who are you? What is that? As for Monday, I had the best notes from this class period. That sub left lots of notes, and the best note was from this class period. So every group, no matter what this is going to get a 10.
We really didn't say a word. Like, we just sat here and did our work. She literally didn't say a word.
You don't add it to this. No, that is a good question, right? You don't have to add it to this number, so it's a whole different day. But on Monday, every group's getting a 10 because I got exceptional notes. And you won't believe which group got the best note because they're the chattiest ones today. Specifically, she talked about how well typing 1 worked so hard or something. Yeah. She mentioned each table by name and wrote good stuff about each table. It was amazing. So every group gets a 10. No other class grade is going to be off of that, so that's impressive. Okay, moving on. Let's go back in time as to what you owe me and what is missing. Get your notes. Last Thursday and Friday, we started long division. On Thursday and Friday, I worked problems with long division. Now, you helped me through the problems, and we did work them together, but I was there. So does it really count, Miss? Not so much. So last Thursday and Friday, we worked the problems with long division. At the end of class on Friday, I went ahead and gave you the math lib and told you that's what we were doing on Monday. So Monday with the sub, you were supposed to work on the math lib. Now, I understand that I was not here, so if you were stuck on a problem, you couldn't ask me a question or whatever. So I'm going to show a little bit of grace. I'm going to give extra to those who turned it in when they were supposed to. But for those of us who haven't turned it in yet, it's fine. It's fine. Have it in by Friday and you're good to go. I'm not going to type in zeros for it until Friday. If DJ is missing number 7, take a picture of number 7 and go work it at home. I'm going to post the key to the Math Libs on Google Classroom. For the love, if all you have for number 1 is Mr. Moore, no math, no nothing, can't give you points for that. I'm literally telling you the answers. So I don't know if she did a good job of sharing them or not. Doesn't matter. I will share this with you directly. Okay. So are there any questions about the long division? If there's a specific question about the math lib, you can ask me later. Okay. Now let's talk about what you got yesterday. I know what Abby Grace wants to ask me. She's going to love the answer. So you were given a puzzle yesterday?
I was wrong.
I don't care if you just throw it away.
Oh, man.
If you want to attempt it and try to get some bonus out of me, that's fine. Literally just throw it away. You picked up a new thing on the way in. That's what we're going to use instead.
Can we do like the way that you taught us? It's where we like.
Yeah. But listen to my words, I'm Grace, but you always do. Okay. I don't know how you would. Come bring me your paper. I'm assuming we do like exactly the same way. Caitlin, I don't know why he thinks black's different.
You know this way.
Yeah, I do it the exact same way. I don't understand why. Okay. Okay. Yesterday, I wasn't in here, and the sub went rogue and decided to show you synthetic division himself, which is great. That's fine. But I do want to make sure you're okay. So let's look at the problems you were supposed to work yesterday. I've got a blank page, but I also have my filled-in ones too. Is there anyone who needs me to go back over number 1 or number 2?
Can you do number 4?
Yeah, I can. It's fine. Are there anyone who needs me to do number 1 or number 2? 1. Okay, let's do number 1 really fast. I understand you were in yesterday. I just want to make sure we're on the same page. Okay. So, I don't know what words he said, so I'm going to say all the words again. 1 leaves a blank. Synthetic division is supposed to make life easier. Long division's great. It always works. Super time consuming. 20 minutes later, Dalen finally finishes the problem. Like, it is time consuming. So someone thought, is there a faster way? Can I work this a little faster and get to an answer a little faster? And that's when synthetic division came into play. Synthetic division, we need to put a number in a house, and then we're not going to have any variables until the very end. That's why it's so much faster. To decide what number goes in the house, you do the opposite sign, so it ends up being a positive 4. But if you want to think it through in your head, what I'm doing is setting what we're dividing by equal to 0. And that's why I'm putting the positive 4 in the house. Okay, are there any questions about the 4? Then from here on out, I'm just looking at the coefficients. So there was a 2 in front of the x to the third, a negative 13 in front of the x third, a 26 in front of the x, a negative 24 last. And that's great. Number 2 is a little harder. Why? When you make this list, 2's a little harder. Why? Because you're missing a g to the third and you're missing a g, so you have to put in zeros. 2 and 3 get a point. And be sure to have those 0 placeholders if you need them. Are there any questions about the gray line? Well, synthetic seems super easy, because seriously, it's going to be pretty fast from here. What gets me, though, is why is the first step bring down the 2? Every time, it just, to me, that doesn't cognitively flow. But okay, I bring down the 2. You bring down the first number. From here on out, I'm cool with it, though. 2 times 4 is 8. Negative 13 plus 8 is negative 5. Are there any questions about the green? Negative 5 times 4, that's negative 20. 26 minus 20, I get 6. Are there any questions about the pink? Okay, 6 times 4, that's 24. And I add down and I get 0. Why does that make me happy? There's no remainder, 3 get a point. Okay, for our answers, clearly we're not going to put 2, negative 5, 6. That's not an answer. We have to write it using x's. It always starts with 1 exponent less. So our problem was x to the third. So 1 less would be x squared. So 2x squared minus 5x plus 6. And that's the answer. Are there any questions about how we got the final answer? Again, it was x to the third. So we start off 1 less than that, so x squared. 2x squared minus 5x plus 6. So like on number 2, since it's g to the 4th, our answer is going to start off with something g to the third, g squared. Yeah, it's always going to be 1 less. Okay, I heard you already worked number 2 yesterday, but you didn't work number 4, which is really similar. So let's go to number 4 now. Okay, number 4. What number am I going to put into the house?
2.
A positive 2. Landon said it first. If you need to write it down so you can see why it's a positive 2, you can. If you just see it, that's great. Okay, I've got a 6b to the 4th, a negative 8b to the 3rd, 0b squared, 12b, and negative 14. Does everyone understand why I did the 0? Okay. I bring down that 6, and from here life should flow. 6 times 2 is 12. 12 minus 8 is 4. Get B. Are there any questions about the green? Okay. 4 times 2 is 8. 0 plus 8 is 8. Are there any questions about the pink? Then 8 times 2, yes, he's on a roll, man. 8 times 2 is 16, so you add down, you get 28. And then I'm really sad, 28 times 2, that's 56. And then 56 minus 14 is 6 gets a point, and 1 get a point. 5, don't you already have a ton of points? You don't? How many you got? We all know you should be the 5. Travis, you've answered like 1,000 questions. Well, we're putting you at a 5. I'm straight at noon. Okay, so it was to the 4th. So my answer is going to be to the 3rd. So 6b to the 3rd, someone finish it. Plus what? Go ahead, Landon.
Plus 8b plus 28.
And then what? Yes, and I'm going to give 3 and 4 point. And let's talk about what 3 did, and then DJ did it, and then Brady fixed it, and why that was really, if you're going to make a mistake, that was the best mistake I've heard today. Okay, so again, we're starting one exponent lower. It's really tempting for the 42 to do 42 over 2 instead of 42 over what we were dividing by this whole time. I totally understand if you're wanting to do that. Resist the urge, because then you're going to say it's 21, and 21 plus 28 is 49, and so this is a 49, and you're wrong. But resist the urge. But I told that was a good, if you're going to make a mistake, that was a good mistake. Are there any questions about this? Okay, I'm assuming he did number 3. Okay. I'm going to super fast just because I want to discuss the answer. Did he do 5? No. Okay. I'm going to go over 3 really fast, and we'll discuss the answer. But before we go over number 3, tell me why number 3 is different than 1, 2, and 4. She said the word I wanted to hear. A fraction. So, yes, it is, and DJ said that, so we're going to give, he said it first. We're going to give DJ the point, so 6 gets the point. 3x plus 1, so x ends up equaling negative 1/3. So you're right, we've had all positive ones so far. This is the first one we actually have a negative one. But it's also the reason why it's a major pain. I can deal with negatives. Fractions? No. Why? Now, let's talk about this. Synthetic division is supposed to make life easier. To me, we're dealing with fractions now. My life's not easier. I could just do long division. So if you have out your worksheet that you picked up on your way in the room, notice that every single problem has a 1. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1 in front. We're not dealing with any fractions. Just like number 1 and number 2 have a 1 in front, anytime there's not a 1 in front, the way on number 3 there's a 3 in front, and on number 5 there's a 3 in front, I don't use synthetic division then. I can if they tell me to, like they do in these directions. But in my mind, when I have freedom to choose my life, if there's a number in front, I don't use synthetic division. I use long division. Synthetic division is no longer faster. If it's not faster, why am I using it? Just my 2 cents. If you want to persevere, you can. Let's talk about what he did, and I'm going to be honest, I did the same thing, and why that answer is not quite perfect. We got to do one more step to it. Okay, so you wrote 3, negative 5, 1, 1, 0. Or did you even bother to write 0? Okay, good. Okay, you brought down the 3, and I'm doing this fast because, again, you did it yesterday. 3 times negative 1/3, you got negative 1. Negative 6 times negative 1/3, you got positive 2. 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 times negative 1/3, you got negative 1. 0.
It's a 7. It's a 7 there. It's not a 1. 7. Yeah, that's 7.
Bless you. This is a 7. 7 minus 1, so this is 6. Thank you. I knew something went wrong. I couldn't copy today. And then, bless you, 4 and 5, are y'all both get a point. 6 times negative 1/3, you get negative 2, so we're left with a negative 2. Okay, so then for your answer, I bet you wrote 3x to the third minus 6x squared plus 3x plus 6 minus 2 over 3x plus 1. Okay, that's sufficient for me, and clearly he was on the same page as me. But if you look at this problem in your textbook, it has a different answer. Which means we need to discuss why there's a different answer, why there's a better answer. This is where, again,
so is this wrong?
This is not, I'm not going to say it's wrong, this is what I want to do. It's just not as simplified as it should be.
So if we put this on a test, would you take
I'm
points
going
off?
to give it to you, but I'm thinking through, why are you on my same page? You're wanting a point. I'm thinking through ACT slides. I'm betting this answer wouldn't be on the ACT. I'm betting the more reduced answer would be on the ACT. Let's talk about what is going wrong.
Oh, wait, you said GC.
There is, Travis. If we cover up that remainder, Travis noticed there's a GCF of 3. Notice what number was in front that we were dividing by anyway. 3. If we pulled out that GCF of 3, we would have x to the third minus 2x squared plus x plus 2 minus 2 over 3x plus 1. The pink is technically the correct answer. Pull out, oh, that looks ugly with all the other stuff. I might need to write to the side. Pull out the 3 minus 2x squared plus x plus 2 minus 2 over 3x plus 1. Pull out the 3, the GCF that we see. And if I work number 5, the same thing would happen. They would all have a GCF of 3 because of that number in front, and we would want to pull it out. It's every single time. But again, while Miss Compton has worked number 4, and I'll put number 5 on the screen when I get done rambling in case you want it, because I know Drea likes to have all her notes done, and I understand that, and I'm the same way in life. If there isn't a number that's not a 1 in front, like there is on number 5, I use one. So that it was supposed to be faster. If it's not faster, why am I using it? Okay, let's look at your new worksheet for today. It looks pretty easy because I'm telling you, no fractions. There is one problem you want me to work. Can you guess which problem it is?
2.
No. Wait, there's only 10 problems, DJ. DJ. No, you keep picking the ones that are really long.
4. 7.
I gave it away though, didn't I?
11.
There's only 10 problems. There's only 10 problems.
1 through 10.
I know, right? I'm only doing number 7. Technically 2 gets the point, but I swear I gave it away because you heard my words.
Can we get one?
You can. You guessed all the numbers in the world. Okay. And I'm dividing by. Is that correct? Okay. This is a lot like all the ones we done earlier. Well, you're like, okay, Miss Compton, why are you working this one? This one looks pretty easy. There is a reason. So I understand I put the 1 in the house. The reason I'm working this problem is because of all the missing things. What do I mean by that? 3 and 5 get a point. I've got 1 x to the 5th. No x to the 4th. I don't have any x to the 3rd. I don't have any x squared. I don't have any x's. And then I have a negative 1. Literally, I'm only working this problem because I'm afraid you would forget to put in all the zeros as placeholders. From here on out, it turns into the easiest problem ever. But if you hadn't put in all those zeros as placeholders, you never would have solved them. Are there any questions about that really long line with 1s and 0s? Okay, I bring down my 1. 1 times 1 is 1. Bring down my 1. 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times 1 is 1. 0 plus 1 is 1. 1 times 1 is 1. 0 plus 1 is 1. 1 times 1 is 1. Whoa, simply the easiest problem ever. I'm already done. So when I write my final answer, x to the 4th plus x to the 3rd plus x squared plus x plus 1. And 3 gets the point. Now, a kid first period said exactly what he said, and I thought, why is there a plus 1? I was like, so I had to think in my brain, I had to count. We did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ones. So we need to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things down here. Otherwise, I'm with you, because I was trying to make it just stop there as well. But no, there is a plus 1. Yes, baby doll. Yes, Landon.
So like with the fraction you had to find the GCF, you don't have to do that for this one, do you?
No.
Okay.
I mean, there is none because it's 1. The only ones you would be able to find a GCF on are the fraction ones. But again, I'm telling you, fraction ones, once you start dealing with it, I just would rather do long division. Maybe you feel differently, but I would rather do long divisions. So, just my 2 cents on that. Are there any questions about this? We're going to say you're going to work on that worksheet for the rest of class. The sooner you get the worksheet to me, the better, but we'll make it not due till Friday as well, because I understand you got life. Like, I get it. But I'm moving on from long division and synthetic division tomorrow. So today is the day if you've got some questions. I'm already number 8. Perfect. I told you to do these fast. Seriously, if you're trying to be like Caitlin, you could have it all the way done.